All right, in this video series, we've been learning the basic fundamentals of core strength. And in this video, we're going to start putting things together structurally. And so we went over the cat vomit exercise where you activate the deep internal core muscles. And I highly recommend that you dive into those practices several times before you start bringing it into the exercise room or the studio. Um, Practicing the cat vomit exercise a couple times a day for a week is going to yield massive benefits, and you're actually going to start to shred and get some abdominal biscuits, as my as my dad would call them. So in this lesson, we're going to um, lay down and actually apply the structure. And so first lesson was cat vomit. Second lesson, we learned some very important structural alignment in terms of where the tailbone moves, right? Posterior tilt, making sure that the spine, the glutes are tucked. And then, of course, in the third lesson, we learned our birthday candle breath, where we actually use the breath to squeeze and activate the muscles. This is generally more so going to be used for dynamic movements, right? If you're doing like crunches or twists, any sort of crunching action, you want to make sure that that's present, right? And today we're going to put it all together. So let's lay down, and you'll be surprised how much energy this builds and how intense it can get. Right? So we want to take it step by step. So slowly lay back. Good. Now, as you're laying, you'll notice a couple things. Okay? So you'll notice first and foremost that your core is just, completely relaxed. Right? So we're going to start to activate this. The second thing you'll notice is the structure. Right? So first of all, the muscles are relaxed and the structure isn't quite aligned. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is fix the structure. So you'll notice there's a space between the natural arc of the low back and the floor. That's naturally there. Okay. Now, if you were to take your hand and slide it underneath there, for the most part, you'd be able to put it underneath, right? Because of the natural arc. So posterior pelvic tilt in this position would mean that we're getting rid of that space. So try tucking the tailbone. Literally, you can even lift the head, tuck, and look forward at the toes. You can flex the toes back. We're starting to work with the structures of the body. Shoulders back. Good. And just work it until you feel that press into the floor. Your low back should be completely pressed into the floor. Then start to draw the navel back, squeeze. You can even start to point the toes. Good. And then you can even lift the arms to complete it. Focus entirely on the abdominals, posterior pelvic tilt, squeeze and hold. And see if you can exaggerate and really press the low back into the floor. Imagine that sacral pad, that wide bone just above the tailbone. Imagine like that is pressing into the floor. And that's your goal, is to push that down and then crunch simultaneously. Notice how much alignment is in my legs. I can lift, get lower, squeeze. In fact, for those of you brave enough, lift. Squeeze, breathe. Slowly lower the legs and relax. Not so simple, huh? Or should I say not so easy? It's very simple, but it's not easy. When you do things right, and you actually contract correctly and the structure is right, so much intensity, you can build so much energy. You don't need a bunch of crazy fancy stuff. You literally just apply the basics and things start moving for you. Things start working for you. Let's take a breath. We're going to do 2 more rounds of that. And again, do as many as you need to. If you want to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 rounds, abs are going to be on fire and sore as hell tomorrow, but you're actually going to have some foundation. You're actually going to have awareness. So relax, breathe in, Tuck the tailbone, press the sacrum into the floor, squeeze the abs, point the toes, look up, fire them up. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's take the arms up, point the toes, point the fingers. And when you're breathing out, remember that birthday candle breath principle where you breathe out and you contract all of the muscles in the core. Push the sacrum down. If you want to lift, great. If you need to stay grounded with the legs, that's fine. Let it burn. Breathe in. Squeeze. And slowly lower and relax. Very nice job. Good. And take a breather. And notice that flood of endorphins you get. And this is why I love core exercises so much. Among other things, not only do they make you look good, not only do they make you strong, they make you feel good. You feel so good when you activate, when you know what to do, when you know what to activate. When you're walking around the world with a strong core, tension is relieved from the rest of your body. So a lot of people hold tension. You need tension, right? Tension is part of the human experience. It's part of living in the 3D world, especially in a 3D body. So what the aim of yoga is, and conscious centering practices, and conscious embodiment practice, is to redirect tension and redirect awareness to the parts of your body that are responsible for giving you the most energy, the most awareness, the most happiness. So we're redirecting tension to the parts of the body that are meant for it: the core, the legs, the pelvic floor. The shoulders, not meant for tension. The neck, the face, right? You see people walking around scrunched faces. They need to relax. Relieve the tension from your body parts that do not need it and redirect it to the core. Let's do one more round. So do the opposite first. So arch your back, do what's wrong so that you can feel the opposite of what is true. And then tuck the tailbone, press the sacrum into the earth, point the toes, and squeeze. Push through the fingertips. Shoulders back. Good. And lift. Squeeze the legs, shoulders back, breathe. Energy strong, breathe in. Keep squeezing. We'll do one more. Breath in. And lower and relax. Very nice job. Just take a minute. Relax. Ujjayi breathing. If you don't know what that is, I recommend you go back and watch my tutorial on Ujjayi breathing. Powerful breathwork exercise for cultivating, maintaining your energy. Be still. Feel grateful for your body and all it's done for you. Feel grateful for these tools and practices that are available to us to strengthen our beautiful bodies, give us more power and awareness to move through this life. All right, good job. Enjoy that. Get a nice burst of endorphins from those, and we'll see you in the next video.